students, welcome to week 5 of Business 300. In this video, I'm going to do an overview of what's coming up this week and things that are due. So let's turn to iLearn. Okay, so this is the last meeting you're going to have with your team this week. Although you can have a meeting next week, you just don't have to turn in any minutes or agendas. But if you want to meet and you still need to, it's totally fine. It's up to you guys. But for last week, you were supposed to turn in a draft of your business proposal plan. So I've already given everybody feedback, and you were supposed to post that in your team Google Doc. Sorry, I'm on some random teams section. But yeah, so you're supposed to put it in your Google Doc. I did comment on everybody's, unless there wasn't anything to comment on. So make sure you do read that. The big things I noticed is to just make sure that you're specific about why this particular business or product or service, like why is it needed? How are you going to make this happen? Like what are the costs? How is it going to be profitable? Because you remember you're like going to be pitching this to investors. How is it different from other products, services, businesses out there? So you might want to look at other businesses that are like yours or other products or services and kind of see like their journey and their cost and their profitability, and then you can kind of compare it. But basically just tell the investor why you're passionate. So you really should be like watching Shark Tank to kind of see like how it is that they're pitching and how they literally tell a story about how they came up with this product. And you really want to do that in your proposal, in your plan. So again, just like sell it to us the same way that you sold it to yourself, essentially. If you're interested, other people will be interested. So again, you're going to have your last team meeting. It'll be your 4th team meeting. And you should have created the agenda from your last team meeting for this one. It's whatever you want. And then you're going to be posting your minutes before Tuesday at midnight of next week. Okay, so there you go. And then on the 1st, you are going to be turning in a draft, an official draft that I'm going to be looking at and giving you feedback on. I'm going to have the upload option for that. And it's not graded. It's just for me to give you feedback on your draft and let your team know how it is. So we're going to be doing that. So far, though, I think everybody's looks really good. It's just, hammering out the details, making it look cleaner. But so far, I think everyone's doing a great job. So this week, the big thing is your persuasive business letter. So for this, this is related to your project, but it's an individual assignment. And so again, it's based upon your group work for the business proposal. So make sure you refer to Chapter 9, Section 6 on the textbook for this class. It talks a lot about sort of how you're going to be making this message, how you're going to be selling your idea. It gives you an idea of how you can kind of organize the letter, getting attention, strategies for success. So really just like, it's a short little section, but you can like read through it. And then for the assignment, I've actually posted a example. So let's look at it. So essentially you're going to be sending this to a potential investor. And so the way that it'll work is, and let's make this bigger. Okay. So the way this will work is you'll see that there's a header, right, with the business's address. You don't have to worry about this, but you might want to. It's just professional to create like a line here. And then, of course, who you're sending the letter to. So you might want to look up like people that you would send this to, like look up a potential investor, investment firms that are in the area, investment firms that you're familiar with. You might have to do some research on that. You can also just make one up, but it's kind of cool to like find a company that you might want to pitch this to. And then you would obviously address it. And then you would start out with kind of who you are and your company and kind of, again, telling that story about why you created this service or product or business. And then kind of, letting them know, hey, this is like the time to get on this. This is a good idea. Kind of let them know what you're planning as far as like, how you're going to market it, what your scope is, your demographic, all that kind of stuff. And then kind of explain like what you expect as far as an investment and also with, what they would expect to get back from you. And then obviously an end in which you kind of wrap it up. And then make sure you have a signature at the bottom. Okay, so kind of make it look like that. So that's the example you kind of want to model. Although yours can look different from this, and you obviously don't have to mimic everything that's said, but this is kind of how business letters, especially when you're doing a persuasive letter, they kind of are modeled this way. So yeah, hopefully that gives you an idea of what to do. We won't be having a optional Zoom session this week, but next week we will. So look out for that. And I'm going to be posting updates and overviews on today and also on Wednesday. So again, if you guys need any help or have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Okay, bye guys.